Hey, this is Roy. We're doing a little bit of Skyrim here, and we're talking to our homeboy Parthurax, whatever his name is. And how did you know I came here for the Dragon Rend?
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thu'um you seek.
Dope.
Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it then?
All in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thu'um?
It's none of your business. I need to stop Alduin. I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass.
2012.
Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next world from being born?
And this. Here we go.
Paz, a fair answer. Rolfus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world.
That's true.
Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world?
Because it's lonely. And dragons like mountains, right? I never thought about it. You said you were going to answer my question.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated.
You've seen the dragon wren shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragon Rend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
What? You can time travel? Elder Scroll? What is that? Never heard of the thing.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
Is that how your wings get all messed up? Why does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kel, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break.
What?
You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a time travel game? What? It's pretty awesome. I do like time travel games. Chrono Cross, Zelda's, Chrono Trigger. Do you know where I can find the Elder Scroll?
Crosis, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
If you guys know of any cool time travel games, please let me know in the comments.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
What do I do when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid
yeah.
Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation.
What?
Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
Who?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
How could an Elder Scroll cast Alduin through time?
Return it here, but then you will see them. They were mighty in their day. Vormendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon, they would not listen.
You mean you were there?
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself.
So what does it do?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
So, you're the master of the Greybeards. Do others come here to train?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
I don't know what they mean. Foos? I don't say yo.
In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
The fire within? Cool, it can do more.
Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time,
But the
spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength.
I know it's a really cool time travel game. Soul
Which
Reaver.
calls to you, Dovahkiin?
This guy sounds like one of the characters from there.
Faim or Yol?
Soul Reaver. Has vampires in it too.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
That's right. Alright.
Drem Yolok, greetings. Sum arc mora.
Oh. Where'd it go? Whoa, don't make me kill you. I almost took you out earlier. Alright. Let's see where we need to go now. Back to the Whitebeards. It's going through this way. Psych them out a little bit. Oh, was somebody out there? Hey, old man, guess what?
So, you spoke to Parthenax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout?
No, but he told me how to
So
find
be
it.
it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom.
I need the Elder Scroll, though. Do you know where it is?
We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
Is there another way to defeat him?
Perhaps not. But this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
What's so bad about the
Was
shout?
created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Yeah, I can handle it. What do you have against the blades? Tell me about the graybeards, blah blah blah.
Sky above.
Alright guys. Let's see what else we can accomplish right now. It's becoming a very dialogue heavy episode. Did I hear somebody screaming earlier? Let's see, where do we need to go now? The college. So I've kind of done the beginning part of the mage's quest line. Really nothing too much. Just became a member, whatever, and that was about it. Here's this slithering guy. It's going to Hogwarts.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Sneak
Are
up
you
on me
quite
like
sure
that.
we need to be something?
Oh, am I going? Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. If you didn't know, this is one of the places where, well, not in here, but there's a guy in the college that sells you Tremora hearts, so you can build yourself this cool armor.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
Tell me more about the Elder Scrolls.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness.
Dope.
Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
Price for what?
The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
Alright, so do you have one?
Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I don't know, it could be pretty persuasive. Do you at least have any information on them?
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Yeah, that happens. So...
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what... You think that even if it would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to... Of course. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Alright, so what's that?
Mm-hmm. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Alright guys, I think I'll leave it as that, and I'm not sure if I'll have to read these or not to find the information. This was a pretty dialogue heavy episode, and I don't want it to be a text heavy episode. Oh, maybe I just need to touch it.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
We'll figure out what we need to do, and I'll continue with this. Alright guys, have a good one.